The book Echoes of Astrium. Unraveling the Mysteries of a Fractured Cosmos. Written by Stan Koto. Let's go on with the prologue. In the far-off future, mankind has colonized a progression of planets inside the Astrium framework, a star group situated at the edge of the smooth way. The different planets, each with one-of-a-kind environments and assets, are associated by cutting-edge space travel and a common innovative organization. The occupants of Astrium have flourished under the administration of the United Galactic Alliance, UGA, an alliance that guarantees harmony, thriving, and progress. Notwithstanding, a progression of strange irregularities start to upset the congruity of the Astrium framework. Abnormal energy vacillations, unexpected vanishings of whole provinces, and the presence of spooky specters agitate the occupants. The UGA, confounded and frantic, doles out a group of experts to research the wellspring of these unsettling influences. Elara Voss, Dr. Kai Ivers, and Leora Nix. These are the experts chosen for this mission. Elara Voss originates from Ventra. Ventra is known for its harsh deserts and resilient inhabitants. Elara Voss is a decorated military officer and leader of the investigation team. She wears a sleek, dark navy uniform with silver insignias denoting her rank. Practical and designed for both formal and combat situations. She is tall and athletic, with short-cropped black hair and piercing green eyes. A faint scar runs across her left cheek, which is a reminder of past battles. Strong sense of duty and responsibility. Believes in protecting the innocent and upholding justice. Dr. Kai Ivers, lean build, short blonde hair, and keen blue eyes. He usually has a stubble, giving him a slightly disheveled look. He often wears a lab coat modified for field work, with various gadgets and tools clipped to his belt, and he is often seen with a pair of high-tech glasses that display data. He originates from planet Aurora, a hub of technological innovation and academic excellence. He is a quantum physicist, expert in energy fields and anomalies. He is a firm believer in science and logic, often skeptical of anything that cannot be empirically proven. He is cynical, highly intelligent, and somewhat sarcastic. He has a dry sense of humor and a tendency to be aloof. He grew up in a family of renowned scientists, always felt pressured to exceed expectations. Leora Nix is slender with long wavy auburn hair and warm amber eyes. Her presence is calming and serene. Deeply spiritual, believes in the interconnectedness of all life and the power of empathy and understanding. She is gentle, compassionate, and intuitive. Prefers peaceful resolutions and avoids conflict whenever possible. She has strong inner strength despite her soft exterior, and she originates from planet Alicia, a lush world with a strong tradition of spirituality and harmony with nature. She is an empath with the ability to sense and manipulate energy fields. She grew up in a community of empaths, trained to use her abilities to help others. Wears flowing, earth-toned robes adorned with intricate patterns that symbolize her empathic heritage. Often goes on barefoot or in minimal footwear to stay grounded. The group drove by the leader, Commander Elara Voss, a Brighton military official with a secret past, incorporates Dr. Kai Ivers, a splendid but a skeptical researcher working in quantum with scientific materials, and Leora Nix, a talented empath with the capacity to detect and control energy fields. As they dig further into the peculiarities, they reveal an old element known as the echo, which has been stirred from its centuries-long sleep by the unsettling influences brought about by human colonization. The echo, once a watchman of the Astrium framework, is currently a divided and vindictive presence, trying to recover its territory. Its recollections, dissipated across the planets, manifests as the phantoms and energy floods torment the framework. To stop the echo and re-establish harmony, Elara, Kai, and Leora should cross the planets of Astrium, interpreting antiquated ruins, confronting unfriendly conditions, and going up against their own internal evil presences. Their process uncovers the failure to remember the history of the Astrium framework, the real essence of the echo, and the devastating occasions that prompted its discontinuity. As the group sorts out the echoes past, they understand that their own destinies are entwined with the elements, and the eventual fate of the whole framework remains in a precarious situation. In a climactic showdown, Alara should defy her own dull past, Kai should accommodate his logical suspicion with the truth of the echo, and Leora should dominate her empathic capacities to speak with the echo. Together, they should figure out how to either mollify the echo or face the total obliteration of the Astrium framework. The Echo of Astrium is a story of investigation of old secrets and the getting through force of human versatility and association, despite inestimable difficulty. The Astrium framework is a different star group situated at the edge of the Milky Way, comprising of a few planets, each with special environments, climates, and civilizations. The planets are associated by cutting-edge space travel, worked with by the United Galactic Alliance, UGA. In the space there are Planet Ventra, Planet Aurora, and Planet Alicia. Ventra is known with immense deserts, rough mountains, and scanty vegetation. The desert is filled with creatures like sand reptiles, desert foxes, and huge, sluggish herbivores called thrakons, which are utilized as load animals. There exists tough bushes, prickly plants, and intermittent desert springs with palm trees and lavish vegetation. The streets of Ventra are basically unpaved, dusty paths that breeze through the rough scene. In the urban communities, the roads are limited and full of cobblestones. The markets are clamoring with individuals from different walks of life. The sky is a reasonable, dark blue during the day, with extraordinary daylight. Around evening time, it changes into dazzling embroidery of stars, with a smooth way noticeable in the entirety of its brilliance. Alara Voss feels a profound association with her home planet. The cruel climate has molded her versatility and assurance. She is open to exploring the difficult territory and feels a deep satisfaction in Ventra's rough excellence. Kai Ivers finds the desert scene charming, yet favors the controlled climate of Olab. He frequently wonders about the starry evening skies, appreciating the apparent heavenly bodies and divine peculiarities. Leornix battles with the cruelty of Ventra at first, but longing to see the value in the secret magnificence of the desert springs and the strength of the vegetation. She detects the well-established energy of the planet, which helps her empathic capacities. The next planet is Aurora. Aurora is an innovative perfect world with rambling urban communities made of glimmering high-rises, interconnected by fast maglev premises and computerized walkways. The edges highlight lavish parks and nature carefully kept up with by trend-setting innovation. The vegetation is filled with mechanically expanded plants that sparkle faintly in obscurity, vertical nurseries on structures, and bio-designed trees intended to cleanse the air. The fauna holds a lot of mechanical creatures that assist in keeping up with natural equilibrium, filled up of local species with liking brilliant birds, little vertebrates, and bio-glowing bugs. An interminable dusk brought about by the city lights, with a weak aurora borealis impact from the planet's electromagnetic field. The sky is frequently dabbed with carriers and robots. Alara Voss feels somewhat awkward in Aurora's super-advanced climate, however respects the proficiency and tidiness. She depends on her tactical preparation to explore the organized metropolitan spaces. Kai Ivers feels comfortable in the mechanically progressed setting, flourishing in the climate of development and logical investigation. He habitually visits research labs and partakes in the mix of nature and innovation. Leornix, at first wrecked by the fake components, however, emerges to see the value in the agreeable combination of nature and innovation. She invests energy in the parks and confinements, tracking down comfort in the bio-designed vegetation. Alicia is a verdant heaven with moving slopes, thick timberlands, and perfectly clear lakes. The streets are made of natural materials that mix consistently with the climate, and the engineering is intended to be as one with nature. The vegetation is old, transcending trees with interweaving overhangs, an immense range of bright blossoms, and bioluminescent parasites that light up the woodland floor around evening time. There are different untamed life, including agile deer-like animals, dynamic birds of heaven, and little canny primates that live in the treetops. These make up the fauna. The sky is unmistakable, sky blue sky during the day, with delicate mists and continuous rainbows. Around evening time, the sky is a profound indigo, with the stars reflecting in the lakes and waterways. Elara Voss finds Alicia's excellence both spectacular and diverting. She respects the planet's serenity, however stays zeroed in on the mission. Kai Ivers partakes in the regular excellence, but is more keen on concentrating on the exceptional biological systems and their mechanical applications. Leora Nix feels a significant association with Alicia, resounding with its otherworldly energy and agreeable climate. She is at her most grounded here, detecting the planet's energetic life force. In terms of general atmosphere, the Astrium framework is a mix of cutting-edge innovation and regular miracles, making a remarkable setting for exploration and discovery. Every planet adds to the general variety, offering a scope of difficulties and encounters for the characters. The skies of Astrium are loaded up with vast miracles, from nebulae and far-off worlds noticeable to the unaided eye to visit meteor showers and auroras. Space travel is typical, with starships habitually seen entering and leaving atmospheres. Every planet has its own special biological system, however a few normal components incorporate biodesigned plants that adjust to different conditions, mechanical partners that aid environmental upkeep, and versatile creatures that mirror the planet's remarkable qualities. Elara, Kai, and Leora answer the different settings by utilizing their singular assets and adjusting to the difficulties introduced by every planet. Their encounters shape their turn of events, affecting their connections and choices all through the story. The excellence and variety of the Astrium framework act as both a scenery and an impetus for their excursion, driving them to uncover the secrets and eventually face the Echo. In summary, the setting of the Echoes of Astrium is rich and shifted, giving a distinctive and vivid scenery for the character's journey. Every planet's remarkable environment impacts the characters in various ways, forming their reactions and adding to their development all through the story.